fantastic just as I am. I'm your host Claire and welcome to my channel. For the new subscribers, you are highly welcome to my channel. And for the returning subscribers, thank you for always tuning into my channel and you are also welcome. Today I'm recording episode 2 of my channel and the topic is underrated gifts in life. These are the gifts that are not highly valued yet they play important roles in our lives. The first underrated gift is the gift of health. The gift of health affects so many aspects in our lives. First, health is a state of complete physical, emotional, spiritual, social, and mental well-being of a person. They say health is wealth, and for sure, health is wealth. We spend days, sleepless nights, and most of our time looking for materialistic wealth, forgetting that our health is also wealth. When you are not healthy enough, you cannot perform or you cannot be productive, thus you cannot get the materialistic wealth. Our way to our materialistic wealth is through our good health or our wealth in our health. A friend of mine, this old story of health is wealth gives me time when a friend of mine was sick in the hospital, and he had been there for I think 4 months. Now during that time, there's a time I went to visit him and he was so depressed, he was stressed about everything, he was not okay financially, and when we were talking, he told me, Claire, all this time I've been in the hospital, I've learned a lot of things. I've learned about the value of being in a state of great health. And I asked him why. He told me about the way he had spent a lot of money in the hospital, how his family was suffering because he was not around, the debts that he had gotten to, the contracts he was losing, and such things. That's the point where he told me that each time when you are healthy, get to appreciate your health, get to work on your health. For another example is these people who are sick, the people who have cancer and maybe HIV, those who are in their late stages. It's so sad that each time they wake up in the morning or they go to bed at night, they don't know how much time they have to live. They don't know how they are going to face the next day, if it is going to be a good one or they are going to fight for their health. Each time you are healthy, just be appreciative of it. Just have gratitude of the great health that you have. Health is the central way to our happiness and our productivity, and also our way to our materialistic health and prosperity. You see, most of the time, when you are not healthy, you cannot be productive, and when you're not productive, it means that you will have a lot of problems. You'll have to pay maybe your rent, pay such things. You have to fight for your finances, and you cannot fight for your finances when you're not healthy. Therefore, it is our way to being healthy. Most of our days we focus on our physical well-being, maybe through exercising, you go to the gym, but we always forget the other aspects of our health. That is our mental, our spiritual, our social, and other major factors that affect our health. We focus on going to the gym, keeping fit, and we don't remember about our mental health. You see, we focus mostly on our outer being, keeping fit, maybe having that nice body, doing exercise, but we forget that when you are not okay mentally, maybe you are depressed, when you are stressed, it also comes out to affect your physical health, and in turn it affects your life, and your life is not going to be great when your physical and your mental health is not okay. Therefore, it is a vice versa thing. When you are okay physically, fight to be okay mentally, and when you are okay mentally, fight to be okay physically. These things work hand in hand. So always try to be okay mentally, physically, spiritually, socially, and every other aspect that you think is affecting your life. You find that psychologically healthy people, they are friendly, loving, they maintain their relationships, they are kind, they have intimacy, but when you compare them to somebody who is not okay psychologically, these people who are not okay psychologically are always stressed, they have anger issues, they don't have great relationships, they cannot even communicate well with other people. Therefore, it's always good to always fight for your mental health. When you find yourself that you're not okay mentally, just go for therapy, talk to someone, at least get some help and be okay mentally, because maybe you could be okay financially and being okay physically, but when you're not okay mentally, for example, as a business person, you can't go out there and sign contracts with other people, yet you're not okay mentally, you don't talk to people well, you don't converse with other people well. Therefore, it always affects all aspects of your life. Your health affects all aspects of your life. You could be okay physically but not mentally okay, but it will also affect your life. The importance of health is always based on how well you are, how healthy are you, how do you feel about yourself. When you're not okay, allow yourself to feel your feelings. Don't always pressure yourself into being perfect and assuming that you are okay. Sometimes you feel like you are okay, but when you do some research or when you just try to see around your surrounding, you are not okay. You could be accepting yourself thinking that you are okay, but what other people are saying, you're not okay. So that's why I always say, go to therapy. Therapy is not for people who are always having some bad times or such things, but it's always good to go for therapy even when you are okay. Just go and learn more about your life. Give yourself time. Sometimes create time for solitude, just like we had talked in episode 1. At times, just create time for yourself. Think about your life. Meditate about yourself. That way you can be able to analyze your life and get to know where you have problems and get to deal with those problems in time before they get to affect your life in bad ways. You can take care of your health through you can manage stress, exercise, take healthy food, sleep well, such things. There are so many ways of taking care of your health. The other one is the one that I've kept insisting on, is therapy. Just go for therapy, get guidance and counseling and such things. That way you'll be able to live a healthy life and always not overlook this aspect of the gift of having a good health. Because some people assume that when you have a good health physically, you are always okay. It is not always like that. It doesn't always work on just minding your food, minding your exercise and sleeping well. It's beyond that. Work on your mental health, work on therapy, work on guidance and counseling, work on relationships with other people. That way we can now call that having a good health. Yeah. The other gift is a gift of family. Family is someone you can trust and love. They are the people who love you unconditionally. Today there are so many bases of a family. In the past it just used to be maybe the nuclear family and extended family, but today it also includes those your guardians, your siblings, cousins, all those people that you've always felt like they are a family. They are the ones who shape our character and our personality as we grow. You see, when we are kids, we are born into life knowing nothing. They are the ones who shape us. Our parents, grandparents, guardians, and all those people are the basis of our relationships, the relationships that we have and our future relationships. They are the ones who show us what is good, what is respect, what you should do, what you should not do. And most of the time, our family is always there. When you have problems, they are always there to help us, support us, to celebrate us. This gives me a flashback when I was a young kid back then. I remember those times my dad used to be very busy, maybe at work, but on those days when there was maybe they're releasing maybe exams or maybe there's an event at school and I'm participating, he will always try his best. I even remember when I was at Form 4, during my prayer day, the people I were expecting to come for my prayer day was my mom and my siblings and some extended family members, maybe my uncles, my aunties, and some cousins. But to my shock, when we were just seated, I saw my dad there. My dad used to stay very far, and it had been like 4 months since the last time he was home, and I really didn't expect him to come for my prayer day. I had even called him to confirm, and he had told me that I will be so busy on that day, but I'll try my best. But to my shock, he was there. I was so excited. So this comes to our mind that we should not take our families for granted. There are those children in the streets. They don't have a family to go to. They don't have friends, people they can always lean to. But when you have a family, just be grateful for it. Be grateful to have your parents, to have your siblings, the people you can always talk to when you have bad times. Remember, there's this kind of people who are, when they're faced with a bad day or bad times, they always think of the first people is family. I have to go home. I have to go and face my family. I have to go and talk to my family. The first person you call when you have that bad day, something bad happens to you at work, or you share it with your maybe mother, father, siblings, such people. That's why I say the gift of family is always underrated, of which it is something highly valuable that it cannot be replaced. You cannot replace family because they are the ones who build you up. Also, when you relate to the provision of our basic needs, you see, at times maybe you are financially unstable, you have lost your job, you have so much going on, but when you go to your family, you just go home. They'll always provide for you your basic needs. They'll always provide for you whatever you need. We can always assume that when I lose my job, my friends are there, such things are. But let me tell you, the moment you lose your job, that's when you know who are your friends. And the friends that you might know, if they will be there, those who will stay behind, they are so few. They cannot even help you beyond what your family can do. Yeah. The other gift that is underrated is the gift of friends. Friends are underrated, yet they are always there for us. They are always there to support us, just like our family. You see, we say maybe as we grow up, we get to maybe stay far away from our family. Everyone has their priorities. Your siblings have moved to some place, some are married, your parents are just at home. You also have to move to some place and maybe work and earn a living. As you move to places, you have to create friends. Friends are underrated gifts because they are always a family away from home. I don't know if that makes sense, but when you are away from home, they are the ones who make you feel at home. They are the ones who always keep you company. They help you not to get lonely. When you are in need, they always help you, and such things. There are so many ways that our friends help us. They help us. The first thing is the main thing compared to our family is that they are always there to celebrate our success, and they are always there to help us when we are faced with problems. Yeah. Friends also help us build our confidence, and our self-esteem. You see, sometimes you feel like you're not that confident enough, you feel worthless, you're not confident of yourself. But when you have friends, they are always there to assure you that you are worthy of this. Claire, you are important. You did this, that's why you are important. Such things, they give you a heart, mostly whereby maybe your family is not there to always lean by you and to always advise you. Yeah. They always help us deal with problems such as high blood pressure. For example, maybe you are suffering with high blood pressure, or you don't have company enough, or you have stress. They are always there, because talking on the phone with your parents when you're away from them, it is not enough. It is not like when you are with your friends who can tell you this is right, this is wrong, and just deal with this. Yeah. The other one is they teach us new things, and we get to learn a lot of things through friends. You see, when you grow up with your parents, with your parents and siblings, you know the common things. There's no room for learning new things. But when you have friends, maybe you go to a new workplace, you create friends there. They get to teach you on how the organizations run, how to deal with the life in new places. Maybe you have moved to a new place, and such things. Friends are so important. They are just underrated, but they are of high value in our lives. Yeah, they also help us. They help us, support us emotionally. For example, when you're going through a divorce, maybe such things, your partner is cheating on you, co-parenting, such things, your friends are always there to advise you, to guide you through, support you emotionally, support you financially, give you ideas on what to do and how to go through such emotional crisis. Yeah, another benefit of having friends is that when you've lost a loved one, the friends are always there to grieve you through, to help you up, comfort you. Because assuming you have lost a relative, you cannot go crying to another relative that you have lost a relative, because that doesn't make sense, right? Because you need someone to lean on. But when you have friends and you have lost a loved one, they are always there to comfort you, to tell you everything is going to be okay, to advise you and get through the grieving period of time. Yeah. They also motivate us to reach our goals and also try new things. Have you ever been in a situation whereby you are afraid to try something new, but when you have a friend, they are always there to tell you, Claire, go, do it, girl. But I'm not saying our parents or families are not there to push us through, but the friends are, some friends are experienced. Their ways could be matching with yours, because maybe your sister is an accountant and you are doing another course, and during that experience your friend has more experience. They push you to try out new things. I don't know if that makes sense. They push you to go harder on whatever you're doing, and like the advice that you could have gotten from your parent who has no experience on that course or on that path. Yeah, they bring humor into our lives. Oh, friends, I've just remembered how you just sit down with your friends, maybe play games, you just laugh, remember times of what happened during this time, the silly things that you've done together, such things. I know most of you relate to that. Also, they also help us leave behind unhealthy habits, such as maybe you're not exercising, you're not keeping fit, you're not eating healthy. Your friends are always there to tell you this is not good, just leave this one behind. So the friends are so important also in our lives. Yeah. Another underrated gift is the gift of life. The gift of life allows us to grow and to connect with others. When you are alive, some people just see life. An example is those people who commit suicide. They don't see the value of life. They don't see the value of being there, having that time to take care of your family. When you are alive, you have to be grateful for it. Have you ever thought of once you die, maybe as a parent, who is going to take care of your kids? On whose hands will your child be safe with? Your child is never going to see life the same. Likewise to you, when you lose, likewise to your parents and their lives are never going to be the same when you lose your life. So there is a value in life, because the loved ones get to pass love to you, and also those you love, you are able to pass love to them. Life is so important because you see, when you are able to support other people, such as financially, the street children, you just feel happy. It's a great thing. Being alive is a great thing. You're able to explore, find out more about nature, why things are the way they are, learn about other people. It is a good thing also because you go through problems and get to learn through those problems. So I find that the gift of life is also underrated. The last gift that is underrated is the gift of home. This one I just find it to be so nice. Have you ever just imagined, not even imagined, on when you have your own apartment? You're just from work, you are tired, or you're from school or wherever place you are from, you've just gotten home, you sit down. You are able to decorate this home the way you want. It is you feel the love from inside, things that you have bought, your achievements. It tells you more, it communicates to you. It is just the way it's just a one-way thing with a family, because when you get home, you go back home, maybe during a celebration, Christmas time, such times, family gatherings, you just feel a sense of belonging, feel so good. It is a place where you've created your memories and you're able to reminisce those memories when you come back. It is just a great thing. So all these gifts are underrated and should always be highly valued. You just value your health. I believe that by valuing your health, you also value your life. And also the gift of life, don't take your life for granted. Enjoy it, live it, and love it. Also, for the gift of family, don't take your families for granted. Don't take your partner for granted. Don't take your siblings, your parents, your grandparents, uncles, aunties, and cousins for granted. And also your step family, don't take them for granted. Always appreciate each and every person that is in your life. Likewise to your friends, don't leave them behind. We all are faced with differences and difficulties in our lives, but don't ever let a point of maybe sadness or feeling not okay lead you to forgetting about these special gifts that you have in your life. Value them. Whatever you do, remember the gift of health, gift of family, home, life, and also what else? Our friends. They are the most important things that are always underrated, because most of the time we think about our finances. Once I'm financially stable, I am happy. That's not the point of it. When you are financially stable and you're not healthy, you don't have friends, you don't have family, your life is going to be just but a mess. Always enjoy your life and value these gifts. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. It's been your host Claire, and thank you for watching. Kindly remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment. See you.